Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Syafika Putri Ahmad, NIM H012 2518, Class A. Here, I will include the story from The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain, American Literature, period 1884. Biography Mark Twain. Mark Twain, born as Samuel Langhorne Clemens, was an American writer and humorist. He was born on November 30, 1835 in Florida, Missouri, United States. He is considered one of the most famous writers in American literature. Clemens grew up in the town of Hannibal, Missouri, which later became the inspiration for some of his work, including The Adventures of Tom Sawyer and The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. His formal education was limited, and at the age of 12, he left school to work as a printer's apprentice at the local newspaper. After working for several years as a printer and later as a riverboat pilot, Clemens decided to pursue a career in writing. He adopted the pen name Mark Twain when writing his first article for a newspaper in 1893. Mark Twain referred to a press used by riverboat pilots to indicate that the weather was 2 fathoms safe for navigation. Mark Twain gained fame for his humorous, critical, and often satirical readings. He wrote numerous short stories, essays, and novels that reflect the life and society of Americans during his time. His most famous work, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, 1876, and The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, 1884, are considered classic in American literature. Mark Twain passed away on April 21, 1910 in Reading, Connecticut. His legacy as one of the most influential writers in American literature endures in his work continue to be read and studied to this day. Personal history of Mark Twain. Mark Twain, whose real name was Samuel Langhorne Clemens, was an American writer, humorist, and lecturer. He was born on November 30, 1835 in Florida, Missouri. Twain grew up in the town of Hannibal, Missouri, which served as the inspiration for the fictional town of Petersburg in his famous novel, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. Twain's childhood was marked by the death of his father when he was just 11 years old. At the age of 13, he left school and worked as a printer's apprentice for several years. His experience in the printing industry exposed him the world of journalism and writing. In 1891, Twain's brother Orion Clemens became the Secretary of the Nevada Territory, and Twain joined him in the journey west. He tried his hand at mining but was not successful. However, his experiences in the West served as inspiration for his later works, including Rooting It and the celebrated Jumping Frog of Calaveras Country. Throughout his career, Twain wrote extensively on a wide range of topics, including travel, history, social criticism, and satire. His work often showcased his sharp wit, humor, and keen observation of human nature. He is widely regarded as one of America's greatest writers and a master of American literature. Mark Twain's personal life was not without its challenge. He married Olivia Langdon in 1870, and they had four children. However, two of their children died in infancy, and their eldest daughter, Susie, passed away at the age of 24. These personal tragedies deeply affected Twain. Mark Twain continued reading and lecturing until his death on April 21, 1910. In Reading, Connecticut, his work continued to be widely read and studied, and his legacy as one of America's greatest literary figures lives on. Some of Mark Twain's work: 1. The Adventures of the Sawyer, 1876. 2. The Prince and the Pauper, 1881. 3. Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court, 1889. 4. Wrong-Headed, 1872. Story synopsis: The Adventure of Huckleberry Finn. Huck Finn is a restless and adventurous boy who lives in a small town along the river. He is under the guardianship of Widow Douglas, a keen-headed woman, and her sister, Miss Watson. However, Huck yearns for freedom and resist the restriction imposed upon him by society. One day, Huck's abusive and alcoholic father, Puff Finn, appears in his life, demanding Huck's money and trying to control him. Fearing for his safety, Huck decided to escape. He fakes his own death and hides on an island in the Mississippi River. On the island, Huck encounters Jim, a slave who has run away from Miss Watson. Jim seeks freedom for himself and his family, and Huck decides to join him on his journey. Together, they embark on a rafting adventure down the river, encountering various people and situations along the way. As they travel, Huck grapples with conflicting emotions and societal norms. He begins to question the morality of slavery and forms a deep bond with Jim, viewing him a friend and equal. Their friendship challenges Huck's upbringing and the prejudices of the society he comes from. In the final part of the story, Huck learns that Jim's owner has already freed him in her will. However, before this revelation, Huck and Jim find themselves entangled in a series of misunderstandings and rescues, including a reunion with Tom Sawyer. Huck's friends, Tom joins their mission to free Jim, and they engage in elaborate and unnecessary schemes mirroring adventure stories they have read. The Adventure of Huckleberry Finn is not only a thrilling tale of adventure but also scathing social commentary on racism, hypocrisy, and the corrupting influence of society. It explores terms of morality, individuality, and the struggle to do what is right in the face of societal pressure. The novel remains a classic beloved for its complex character and its examination of the human spirit. A quality and difference between the stories of Mark Twain's personal life and those of his literary works. A quality: 1. Mississippi River. 2. Humor and satire. 3. Small town life. Difference: 1. Fiction and fact. 2. Character and plot. 3. The emotional dimension. Character analysis: 1. Independent, free-spirited. 2. Observant and perceptive. 3. Moral growth and inner conflict. 4. Compassionate and empathetic. 5. Pragmatic and resourceful. 6. Maturation and autonomy. 7. Narrator and voice of reason. Overall, Huckleberry Finn is a complete and dynamic character who rebels against society, undergoes moral growth, and challenges deeply ingrained prejudice. Through his experience and transformation, Huck raised thought-provoking questions about the nature of freedom, morality, and the inherent flaws of society. Story analysis: 1 significant aspect of the Adventure of Huckleberry Finn is its portrayal of race relations and slavery in the pre-Civil War. Sought the character Jim, an expect slave, accompanied Huck and his journey down Mississippi River. Took Huck evolving friendship with Jim. Twain exposed the dehumanizing effect of slavery and challenged the prevailing racist attitude of the time. Twain depicts Jim as a compassionate and caring individual, debunking the prevalent stereotypes about African Americans. The novel also critiques and moral and ethical codes of society. Huck struggles with the conflicting expectation of society and his own conscience. He is torn between the moral teachings of his upbringing and his growing friendship with Jim, ultimately choosing to follow his heart rather than blindly adhering the societal norm. Twain used Huck's character to question the hypocrisy and injustices present to society, particularly in relation to racism and the institution of slavery. Furthermore, the Adventure of Huckleberry Finn is notable for its use of vernacular language and regional dialects. Twain employs colloquialism and dialect to capture the authenticity of the characters and their environments, offering a vivid portrayal of the southern setting and its inhabitants. This distinctive narrative style enhances the reader's immersion in the story and adds depth to the characters' voice and identities. The novel has had a complex reception throughout history. While it is considered a literary masterpiece and an important CTQ of social issues, it has also faced controversy due to its depiction of racial stereotypes and the frequent use of racial slurs. The aspects have led to debates about the appropriateness of teaching the novel in schools and its impact on readers. Despite its controversies, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn remains a significant work in American literature. It continues to be studied and analyzed for its exploration of important themes and its portrayal of historical and social dynamics. Twain's novel invites readers to reflect on the complexities of race, morality, and society, making it a lasting and thought-provoking piece of literature. Message story. The following are some of the moral messages contained in The Adventure of Huckleberry Finn. Colleaguing social norm and balance, freedom and choice, friendship and empathy, justice and awareness. Overall, the moral of The Adventure of Huckleberry Finn involves critical thinking about generally accepted social values, in importance of friendship and empathy, individual's freedom, justice, and awareness, and the importance of learning and personal growth. This novel encourages readers to reflect on and question and world around them while fighting for justice and freedom. Okay, I think that's all. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.